Every town has a place people avoid. Some blame superstition, others simply refuse to explain. In our town, that place stood at the end of an abandoned road, hidden behind towering acacia trees. Everyone knew it as the House of the Unholy. The mansion had stood there for more than 70 years. Its walls were stained by age, its windows permanently dark, and thick vines wrapped around its balconies like giant snakes. No family ever stayed there for long. Some left after a week. Others fled before sunrise. No one ever explained why. The oldest residents claimed the house was built by a wealthy architect named Don Emilio. He dreamed of creating the finest home in the province. Every brick was imported. Every wooden beam was carved by hand. The mansion became the pride of the town, but wealth changed Don Emilio. He became obsessed with perfection. Workers who made small mistakes disappeared from the construction site. Some quit without warning. Others were never seen again. People whispered that the mansion had been built with more than stone and wood. It had been built with suffering. Years later, Don Emilio's fortune collapsed. Business partners abandoned him. His family moved away. One stormy evening, villagers found the mansion empty. Don Emilio had vanished without leaving a trace. No body was ever recovered. Only muddy footprints leading into the basement, and none coming back out. The mansion remained abandoned until a businessman from Manila bought it decades later. He planned to turn it into a luxury resort. Construction crews arrived before sunrise. Everything seemed normal for 3 days. On the 4th morning, every tool had been neatly arranged into a perfect circle inside the main hall. No worker admitted moving them. Security cameras recorded nothing. Then strange things began happening. Workers heard footsteps above them, even though the second floor had collapsed years earlier. Doors locked by themselves. Fresh footprints appeared in thick layers of dust, always leading deeper into the house, never back out. One electrician quit after claiming someone whispered instructions into his ear while he worked. Another worker refused to return after seeing a man dressed in an old white suit standing on the grand staircase. When he blinked, the man was gone. The businessman ignored every warning. He insisted fear was bad for business. He doubled construction crews and ordered everyone to continue working. That afternoon, the power failed, although electricity had never been connected to the mansion. As darkness filled the rooms, dozens of voices echoed through the hallways. Not shouting, not screaming, simply whispering together. No one understood the words, but every worker heard the same sentence. "You don't belong here." Construction stopped immediately. Nearly everyone resigned before sunset. Determined to prove the rumors false, the businessman spent one night alone inside the mansion. The next morning, he was found sitting quietly in the dining room. The lights were off. The front door remained locked from the inside. He was alive, but he never spoke another word. Whenever someone mentioned the mansion, he simply stared into empty space. The property was abandoned once again. Nature slowly reclaimed it. The walls cracked. The roof collapsed. Trees pushed through broken windows. Yet no one dared tear it down. The elders believed disturbing the land would awaken whatever still waited beneath it. Today, travelers passing the old road sometimes notice lights glowing from the upper windows. Others hear soft footsteps pacing across the empty balcony. A few have reported seeing a gentleman dressed entirely in white. He stands perfectly still, watching the road, watching everyone who dares to look back. No one knows whether he is the mansion's first owner, or merely another soul trapped inside its walls. One thing is certain, the house is never truly empty, and those who enter after sunset often leave with the uneasy feeling that something unseen followed them home. The end.